Yo, 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 yo. Welcome again to the Couch Potato Sports Report. I'm Mike T-Boy Taylor along with my buddy Jeff Deere.
I'm Jeff Deere. I'm back. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm happy to be back.
Hey, man. Hey, we got a lot to talk about
From
tonight,
the man
folks.
cave.
Hey, from the man cave. Deep in the man cave.
I love it here.
Well, Jeff, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got Georgia and Georgia Tech. We got the Atlanta Falcons. We got the Buffalo Bills. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah.
We got it all going on.
We got it all going on. And we're going to start off tonight with Georgia Tech game. Give me your thoughts on that game. Big rivalry game every year. And
it means a ton to both sides. And, of course, Georgia became bowl eligible by winning the game. I think maybe they're going to the Liberty Bowl or something. I'm not sure what that is.
Who cares?
I'm not sure what that is. You know, I know we all wish it was something different, but just my thoughts on the game. A couple of observations. Number one, at the end of the game, Tech became one-dimensional. It exposed what they are because they couldn't pass the ball when they needed to. And number two, I just thought it was a sloppily played game. There were a lot of fumbles, a lot of I think maybe there was a couple of interceptions in there, but mainly it was fumbles. And so there was a lot of mistakes, but as we've talked about before, T-Bird, it's a game of mistakes. The team that makes the least mistakes always wins. And but it was a fun game to watch, but I thought it was a little sloppy.
Yeah, and you know when it gets like that, you know the true fans like you, like yourself, like me, you know we like, well, it was a good game, but look at all that sloppiness. But for the round away fan, that's a Tech fan or a Georgia fan, all they want to do is stand in the crowd. Yeah. They want to know, well, we won. Well, we don't like the way we won, right?
No. And it's funny. You go to the pro level, and even Mike Smith, when we were 6-2 or whatever, said we're 6-2, but we're not happy about it. Because he knew they weren't playing up to potential. So we'll get to the Falcons later. But both of those teams, I don't think played to the potential. But I will say this, and I've said it before. I think that Aaron Murray represents a great future at the University of Georgia.
I gotta agree with you there. You know, everybody was worried about Aaron Murray coming into the season, but I think he proved it. You know, especially the next year coming up and the year after, that he ain't gonna get better and better.
Well, and let's talk about Green. Is he coming back? That's the big question.
Well, you know, AJ Green says he's coming back. And first of all, let's see this. We are a completely different team with AJ Green in the lineup.
I think that showed on the first 4 games.
If we have him, we at least win 2 of them games. Right. So, you know, he says he's coming back, but you got to look when NFL start throwing money in your face. We'll see. You know, if you go back, Herschel Walker said he wasn't leaving too.
Yeah, right. I know. I bet he goes. That's my call. But and I wouldn't blame him.
You can't blame him.
I wouldn't blame him.
I mean, look at the money situation where, I mean, you can go from driving a escort to driving or being escorted. You know?
I think he's already a star. I think
no doubt.
You know, it's kind of like now. What kind of? That's on a related note. What kind of years Massaquoi having?
Well,
now, he's with who?
He's with Cleveland Browns.
Right. He got Colt McCoy thrown to him part of the time.
Yeah, he does. And you know, I seen him the other day. He's not having a bad year. I don't know what his stats are, but I think he's going to be one of those receivers. About like you remember Andre Hastings out of Georgia.
I do.
He had a nice 4, 5, 6 year career, and I hope Massaquoi lasts longer. But he's nice. He fits the NFL game. I think real nice.
Right.
But we're talking about the Cleveland Browns, who on a consistent basis just don't win.
And they'll get there too. I think they've got a little bit brighter future with Colt McCoy. I know they've been having to play Delhomme. They played him last week because they keep trading back between the two of them. They keep trading ankle injuries or something like that. But back to Green though, I think he'll probably go, and I don't blame him.
I can't blame him either. The money situation is just too much, and I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna put a check by that. I think AJ Green goes. Speaking a little bit more about the game though. What do you think about the running back situation? You know, we got Caleb King and the other kid that Washaun Ely. You know, these boys were highly touted coming out, and they've had so far spur subpar years. What's your take?
Well, my take on that is Mark Richt does not put up with people that fumble the ball.
That's right.
And I've seen some fumbling going on.
A la Richard
Samuels. Out of cast. Where is he gone? He's
linebacker.
He's evaporated.
Yeah,
That poor guy.
yeah.
I mean, he was the bomb here in Bartow County, and now he's non-existent. I thought he was going to really be, because we started him.
Yes, he started him. Yes,
and I haven't heard his name mentioned in I guess a year now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Last I heard he was going to be a linebacker, and last I heard I hadn't seen him. I don't know. You know, Richard, we ain't trying to hate on you, but that's just the truth.
No, that guy's a brute.
He was a man-child,
and a scholar.
And a scholar. That's right.
Damn it.
Well, flipping over to the tech side, you know, Coach Paul Johnson, man, you know, and I'm gonna be the first one to give Paul Johnson his kudos. I think he's done an outstanding job.
I do too. I agree.
And the expectations have went from here to there, and now he's expected to win.
Right.
Many people were picking Georgia Tech to beat Georgia.
Right.
It did not happen, but it could have happened. And what do you think Coach Paul Johnson and his crew need to do? We know we got Nesbitt out. I mean, what we need to go from here?
Well, I don't think he's going to change the style of team he's running. I think he's going to stick with that option.
Right.
Although I understand from his background, you know, he's been around. He's coached different styles of football.
Right.
I don't think we're going to deviate from that at Tech, but we're going to have to find some help for these quarterbacks because they're going to get beat up.
In that particular offense, they're going to get beat up.
They're going to get beat up like none other. And you know, the Nesbitt injury really wasn't the way you think an option quarterback would get beat up.
Right.
You know, it was a weird play. But I think they're going to have to come up with a different way to run the ball other than the quarterback doing it all the time. And they're going to have to find a way to get more proficient at passing.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that because that really hurt him at the end of the game on what was it, Saturday night.
Yeah. And I remember when Coach Johnson was at Georgia Southern, he had the other Adrian Peterson there. You remember that? Mm-hmm. And they would just pound people in the ground with that. He didn't have to throw the ball 4 times a game.
Right.
And see, but you going from that one double A to this Division I SEC. Right. It's a whole different. Well, he's in the ACC, but when you play in them SEC teams like Georgia, people like that, it's a whole different animal because them boys pound back.
Oh yeah.
So and I think I love what he's doing at Tech, but I agree with you, Jeff. We've got to have something else when that running game's not working. You got to be able to pass the ball a little bit
at least. And I back to that game, and I'm sure you watched it. I agreed with the decision to let Georgia go ahead and score because you needed to give yourself as much time as possible, but they totally abandoned, and I mean totally abandoned that option thing when they got down to about 1:08 and they passed every down. I thought maybe, be honest, Steve Bird, I thought maybe they could have run a few times. I thought they had enough time on the clock. Because they were getting yards, they had some 400 yards on the ground. Can you believe?
That's
off of that option. That is pounding the football, but most of it is off that quarterback option.
Yeah.
So
well, hey, Tech Georgia again.
Now the ACC, I think Florida State got that right.
Yeah, Florida State. I think
the South, ACC or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I don't even like ACC football.
I don't blame you.
I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I look at it about like the Big 10 and the Big 12. I don't care nothing about them either.
I like Big 12 South though. I like Big 12 South.
Well, SEC is football to me. Oh, period.
Well,
so
yeah.
Hey,
case closed. Everybody knows that.
That's right. All right, folks, with that, we're going to go to our first break. And y'all come on back and join us on the Couch Potato Sports Report live from the Man Cave.
Come see why we are voted best car wash in Dalton and Cartersville. We offer car washes and lube services. Services vary by location. Get express washes, full service washes, and detail services. Oil changes, which include 15-point general maintenance inspection. Also, get information on Pal's Bucks. Pal's is located at 225 Church Street in Cartersville. Call them at 770-382-3323 or visit them at www.palscarwashes.com. Hey y'all, take advantage of the $1 dry cleaning special from Impressive Cleaners. In this fast-paced world, you want things done right and fast too. Why separate and go somewhere to sit and wait your day away? We are located at 115 Tennessee Street, Cartersville, Georgia. Call us at 770-382-8351. Come on and stop by. Let us impress you. Stop by the Treasure Chest Outlet because we are certain we have what you are looking for. We have new, used, clothes, shoes, household goods. The list is too big to go down. Open Monday through Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. The Big Black Building across from Hobby Lobby, 188 North Morningside Drive, Cartersville, Georgia, 770-382-4652. Stop by and find your treasure. You're listening to the Couch Potatoes Sports Report. We know you love sports, so support your favorite team and player by contacting T-Bird for your sports jersey. You won't believe the special prices. Go to the couchpotatoesportsreport.weebly.com and check out some of the jerseys. Don't find what you're looking for? Email us at the couchpotatoesportsreport@yahoo.com.